I hit the stream button and then immediately I might have to pee. Maybe we'll just wait. We'll see how that pans out. Hi, it's me. Hi, it's me, Scott. I think I did all the things. I could push all the buttons. Yeah, starting kind of late today. I gave a talk this morning to some students at a program at CU Boulder. That was nice. It's good. I think it went well. It went well for me. I just talked about myself a bunch. I don't know if it went well for them. I hope they got something out of it. So what are we doing? I don't even know anymore. Last week we kind of got off the rails a little bit. But I don't know if I want to get back on the rails, really. The rails were getting kind of boring. So by the end of last week, or actually, was it even on Saturday? I don't even remember. We had a robot that would just read Wikipedia and then just like look for new things to read about on Wikipedia. And I think it was funny to me, at least, a robot that just wanted to read Wikipedia all day while nobody was paying attention. But I'll tell you what that isn't. A robot that reads Wikipedia is not a entry for the Twitch channel points contest. And I really kind of lost the thread on that, and I remain lost because so as it stands, we heard about this contest, and then I guess 2 weeks ago now we started doing some work on it, and in that time we learned about the Event Pub API and then decided we didn't like it, and what we wrote, we set it all up to get channel points via webhooks, and then we wrote a new thing like at the beginning of last week, I think, that would it was a local Node application that would take channel points and like let you map them to webhooks or keyboard presses. And then we learned that there were definitely other ways to do that, and I didn't need to make that. And then I decided I didn't like having to have a server or a local application, so we tried to do browser only. And we did the browser only, and we got that working. And then I don't even know, what do we even do with it? Oh, it was the nightmares. So we started the nightmares thing. When by nightmare I just mean a word on the screen. It was not terribly nightmarish. So we built all those things. So we have all those things. We could do something with any one of them. But what? What do we want to do? I think channel points are a little bit boring. I'm not. Maybe I'm boring. I'm probably boring. I'm just not super. I don't know, because I've got to find this balance of here's the criteria. It's got to use channel points in some way. That seems pretty important for submitting something to the channel points hackathon. 2, I have to not hate it. Like it has to be something that's somewhat interesting to do. Like something fairly interesting to work on. 3. We have to be able to do it in a week because it's due in a week now. And 4, it has to be has to at least seem like it might win some money, Like either I need to think that I'm going to use it or that it's going to make some money, because I'm not, not really interested in just making random channel points tools. So let's just check in on our robot friend, because one of the things I was thinking about, and I just don't know. I mean, we could. So one of the things we could do is say well, what if we just made this little weird robot co-host and had their little robot co-host somehow be controlled with channel points. The thing is, I think I want the robot co-host for me. I think I want to use the robot co-host. So here's our buddy. And so as it stands, well, those are the notes from my talk today. Okay, it's not too much of a secret. That's the digital assistant. So we had added, I don't even know what, we added some stuff. We didn't have a lot of commands, and by the end of the day, the commands didn't matter. End of the day, whenever the last time we ran was. Excuse me. The commands didn't matter very much because dude was just having a good time browsing Wikipedia.
Hello, friends.
And so if we just don't do anything, dude should become
Art
interested
is a
in
diverse range of
art.
human activities involving the conscious use of creative imagination to express technical proficiency, beauty, emotional power, or
Whoopsie TV.
conceptual ideas.
Thanks for the follow. This the robot's
Gastronomy
interested in
is a
gastronomy.
compound word that derives from the ancient Greek gastros, stomach, and nomia, rule. It is the study of the relationship between food and culture, the art of preparing and serving rich or delicate and appetizing food, the cooking styles of particular regions, and the science of good eating.
Great.
One who is well versed in gastronomy is called a gastronome, while a gastronomist is one who unites theory and practice in the study of gastronomy.
I used
Practical
to do coding,
gastronomy
and now,
is associated with
now
the
this
practice
robot
and
took
study
over.
of the preparation, production, and service of the various foods and beverages from countries
I don't
around the
wanna
world.
interrupt.
Theoretical gastronomy supports practical gastronomy. It is related with a system and process approach, focused on recipes, techniques, and cookery books.
Okay.
Food gastronomy is connected with food and beverages and their genesis. Technical gastronomy underpins practical gastronomy, introducing a rigorous approach to evaluation of gastronomic topics.
Okay, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the robot while the robot was talking. It seemed rude. I don't know. I started making this. Oh, sorry.
Art is a diverse range of human activities involving the conscious use of creative imagination to express technical proficiency, beauty, emotional power,
probably
or
turn off
conceptual
We
ideas.
should probably turn off the robot's brain for a second. Okay, I do make a lot of things with technology, and sometimes that involves writing software. We've been on a long journey. This is thank you. This is not a very good bot. Right now the bot, actually I love this bot because this bot doesn't care about me or doesn't care about us. This bot just wants to read Wikipedia all day. So if we just left this bot alone, that's kind of all the bot does. Is just the bot will just read
Hello,
Wikipedia
friends.
and have a good time, and I'm just, I'm along for the ride. In fact, I could just go. I could just be like, see ya. Have fun with the robot. Oh, I turned off. Wait, the brain. Sorry, the robot doesn't have a brain. Let's turn the brain on. Okay, I think we can talk to the robot for a second without things taking over. So after 1 million characters, which is, if you use the fancy voices, I think it's like $4 for another 1 million. But I would probably, I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing, really. I would probably switch to like local speech synthesis before that, unless I decided to do everything in the browser. Because if I decided to do everything in the browser, then I probably would use some kind of online speech synthesis. Maybe I'd let other people enter their own Google keys. The Hider Seeker AI video, no. Oh wait, is that the one where where they tried to train a hide and seek game and it just tried to murder everybody? Like tried to trap them in a corner or something? Yes, the OpenAI agents. Yeah, I saw a very early version. I don't know if it went further than that. I did see one. Yes, that was about. I mean, that's what happens. That's why we're all doomed. And you try to train this AI, and we're all dead. Okay. Anyway, I got distracted by the robot. So right now, the robot really started just as a diversion because I was tired of thinking about channel points. It was my birthday present to myself last week to not think about channel points for a while. Did we add? We didn't even add any channel points to talk to the robot. Right now, the robot only listens to VIPs, so you can be like, say, hello, I am a friend.
Hello, I am a friend.
I mean, but what if it wasn't though? What if the robot just wasn't there to entertain chat?
Art is a diverse
Like, oh,
range
no.
of human
Oh, no.
activities involving the conscious use of
Wait.
creative imagination
Okay,
to
we
express
need to
technical
turn off
proficiency,
the-
beauty, emotional power, or conceptual ideas.
The robot's gonna go on a
Aesthetic realism
Wikipedia-
is a philosophy founded in
a Wikipedia
1941 by the American poet and critic Eli Siegel, 1902 to 1978. He defined it as a three-part study. His three divisions can be described.
Okay. If you, so I kind of don't want the bot to
Hello,
just,
friends.
hello. I don't want the robot to entertain chat while I'm gone. I just want the robot to take over and make me obsolete. And maybe I'll come and entertain chat every once in a while. Like I'll just come and when the robot needs to go to the bathroom, I'll tell jokes or something. I'll be the BRB entertainment. Yeah, so anyway, yes, that I was considering making the terrible robot into my my Twitch channel points entry. You really probably could, like set it up to have some sort of AI, and then here's the problem though, is if I make a bot that is that sophisticated, I don't want to just give it to everybody. Like I want to use it for me. I want to have my own robot game show host, rather than like just have somebody, because what would happen otherwise is maybe I'd release it and somebody would get famous and I would be forgotten. I would be left behind and I wouldn't make any money. Maybe I'd win the contest and get $10,000 or something. So I don't know. I don't really know. I'm pretty torn on it. We've got a week to decide. Right now, the best idea, I guess, is to do something with the robot. We'd probably want to switch from Unity and make a web-based robot, which would not be too hard to do. The cool thing to do, I realize, is I could make the robot run OBS also. Like the robot could just decide to because you could use the robot, the OBS WebSocket interface, and just have the robot take control of the broadcast and switch cameras and do whatever. But there's not a lot of reason to have more than one of that kind of robot. You know what I mean? Unless there was a really stripped down version of the robot, and that was my entry, and then other channels would use it, and every once in a while the robot would plant subliminal messages to send people to my channel. It would be like the robot was doing guest appearances on other people's channels. I don't know. Whatever I do, I've got a week to do it. I haven't done, I've done a ton of this. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you for checking in. I literally just stuck a sphere on the Mixamo robot. So this is not my proudest, not my proudest 3D work. This is I just stuck a sphere on this robot. And then I wrote a simple little shader, like a little LED shader. But it's a fraud. Well, I mean, it's not a bad start. It's okay. It's an okay start.
I am a fraud.
Yeah, we know. But you know what time it is in Norway.
The time in Norway is 1 hour 49 minutes and 27 seconds AM.
So we do know that. Yeah, so I could very easily at this point switch to using channel points for the robot, because I did write a stupid channel points API to do that. Or like a layer to interface with that API, a little library to talk to it. So we could definitely do that. It's more like, do I want to release this to people, or do I want to use it myself? And could I in 1 week come up with enough features to make it seem like I might win that contest? Or do I say okay, the robot is just a thing I'm going to do with my channel for a while, and then we do something else for channel points, which we have nothing. I did build this. Does this thing work? I don't know where I did that. I wrote some kind of local channel points thing somewhere. It was not very good. All it did was just bounce your name on the screen. It looked like a 90s DVD player. Wait, the robot won't... Oh no. The robot won't let me stop it. The robot's brain has taken over. Oh no. I knew this day would come. Can I just hit that trash can? Maybe that worked. Okay, robot uprising has been squelched. So, so a way for channel point redeems to only work if you're a VIP mod. Yes, you could do... Oh, wait. I don't think the channel point redemption tells you that. Oh yeah, T-pose, that's how you show power. I don't think the channel point redemption data actually tells you the badge. Twitch calls that badges. So, but you could probably do something where you cross-referenced it. Yeah, they do have the name, so you could look at, assuming the name's always the same in chat. So yeah, you'd have to, it would take 2 APIs, I think. So you'd have to have the, whatever your robot was, would also need to be in chat, I guess, to look and see, to see the user state. I'm not totally sure you can just query that. I think you can, but I'm not 100% sure. Who's talking to me on Steam? Oh, Steam's just talking to me. Okay, the other thing, yeah, so I did do like a channel points browser only thing called Nightmare Machine. And it's not good. So this is the current state of my channel points test. Oh yes. So now I can redeem 1 channel point to create Nightmare. Let's do it. Oh, I have to have a message? Why? I don't think I'll let you show the message, it just shows my name. Ah yes, very good. This is very good work I've done here. This is the... So the aim here was to try to do an entirely local browser-only channel points redemption setup, which is okay. It's okay. It just pulls the service every 5 seconds or something like that. So you could at the same time log into chat, because I don't know that you can just straight up query a user and get their channel permissions. You might be able to. But it feels a little weird to like have mods use channel points anyway, because mods you would think would have like bot commands or something. Maybe VIPs. So there is an endpoint about users. Get user follows, get users. Yeah, I don't think you can get, like, to get their text color and their badges and all of that, I think you have to do through the chat API instead. And so I think you actually have to connect to chat and do that's not right. User state. Yeah, so you can connect to chat and do user state, but they might have to be like actively, I guess you would be, you'd be in chat. And I think user state has badges in it. So it'd be a little bit annoying because you'd have to connect it to both places, but probably not the end of the world. Although user state takes a, does that give you your own user state? Can I look up somebody else's user state? So that's when someone joins a channel, you see the user state. Wait, didn't we see a command that was user state? User notice? I don't actually know if you can query that, or if it only comes like as part of events. So you might have to maintain that yourself, which would be sort of annoying. Oh, Kayul? Oh man, life is yours, finally. Wait, what time is it in Norway? Oh, we don't know. The bot's not running. We'll never know what time it is in Norway. This is worthless. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of that robot. It's almost 2 a.m. Good grief. Kyle, you're the glitch thing. So if I just had to guess right now, my guess would be that it is working, but glitch spins things down. That's kind of the cost of. Actually, wait. Static site shouldn't get spun down. Oh, is it bedtime? Okay. Thank you for checking in. Life is yours. Okay, I was about to say something, but now I think maybe the thing I said is not true. Because I was about to say that glitch spins things down, but it shouldn't spin down static sites. So why would that be true? Channel that made this. Hit enter twice. Oh. Something did break. The URL to TMI.js is broken. That's pretty weird. I thought they told us to use that URL. Didn't we get that somewhere? Rebuilt browser releases. What a tragedy. I thought there was a TMI.js CDN. Our CD is synced every minute. What? With this repository. So should we be using... I don't know what that means. Yeah. Get cdn.xyz repo, etc, 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 etc. So we used what is in this documentation, at least. That doesn't mean this is the right documentation. So wait, what was that? Our CDN is synced every minute with this repository. What are you talking about? What CDN? What CDN? Should we be using CDN.js? And then TMI? Doesn't exist. TMI? Why, of all the times for that to just not exist, why would this happen? My connection isn't private. Oh, did their certificate expire? I bet their certificate expired. Can I view the certificate? Oh no, did Heroku's certificate expire? Maybe they just misconfigured something. What if I don't HTTPS it? /cdn/tmi.js/cdn. So somebody's broken, and I don't think it's us. So what are we gonna do about that? I guess the easy answer is do this. No, I just want to see the raw. Come on. Just open it somewhere. Okay. Let's do this. And let's do Where's the actual thing? It's true. I mean, I think that's right. I think that's what it stands for. We got too much information. Or Twitch much information. Okay, so let's just whatever. Let's just do a CMI min.js. And then here we will just do how's that? Okay, here's the real test. YouTube Buck Bunny. I don't like this thing where it like wants to. Yeah, don't treat me like that. Don't show me the Bing version. Okay, is this gonna work? YouTube Buck Bunny. That seems like it didn't work. Oh, it's YT. YT Buck Bunny. Oh, I forgot to set the channel. Really falling apart over here. Okay, this is it. 7th time is the charm. We're in chat. We're gonna YT Buck Bunny. Incredible. Okay, Kyle. I think it was just an issue with the hosting of that library. That I kind of would imagine that's going to screw a lot of people, unless there's really some other URL we're supposed to be using. But hopefully that thing works now. That's the danger of using a CDN, I guess. Okay, crisis averted. Now what do we do with this guy? I don't know. Do we try to make a web version? I used to do tons of Three.js work. Just absurd amounts of Three.js work, but it was mostly generative stuff. Oh wow, look, it's our guy. Anyway, perfect. I was about to say, the thing I was going to say is it's been a while, if ever. I'm sure I have at some point, but use the FBX loader to bring in a dude. So we could rebuild our buddy, and he's very happy. I wonder what the license is for this guy. He's so happy though. Yeah, no, he's such a happy friend. So anyway, we could do this in we could do it all in the browser. I used to have stuff on this page a million years ago. They probably took it all down because some of those things stopped working. Sad. I used to be somebody 10 years ago. That looks cool. But not anymore. Maybe I should send back. We revamped some of those old projects once upon a time on stream, where they should work again. Do they? Does this still work? Mission control.j38.net. Should all work with the fancy Netlify backend now. Let's see. That doesn't look good. Oh, no, it looks good. That still works. See if Life is Yours has been looking at my website. Is that Northern Europe? Norway? Vulcan? Bierum? Okay, so yeah, do we want to try to port this guy to WebGL? or just keep it all 2D. We don't really need a 3D guy. We could just have a 2D host. Like, there's no real reason for me to use the Mixamo guy. Yeah, maybe we just make a little robot co-host that's in the browser. The problem is, I don't want to, I don't want to pay for anything, but probably maybe we could do it all for free, and then like the speech synthesis part, we could require other people to put in a key. Like put in a Google API key if they wanted to use it. Unless there's some other speech synthesis tool. Is that what we're doing? Is that what this has come to? We're gonna make a little co-host. I've had worse ideas, but I also am pretty sure I've had better ideas. But sometimes my worst ideas are the ideas that people are most interested in. So I can't be trusted to do anything, actually. I just can't be trusted. Okay, so we made this thing, and all it does, yeah, we just... For Nightbot? No, I just make my own. I have a bot called Bot Made This. That little green, can you see it? Way up, wait, where is it? Hang on. This tiny green dot, this little bitty green dot there, that means Bot Made This is running. Bot Made This is generally pretty shy robot. Doesn't do a ton of things. But what if it was a co-host, and co-host was just like a little friend that sat in the corner? Does that already exist? Kyle, you're the one with your finger on the pulse of Twitch. Is there just like a little co-host robot that sits in the corner and takes commands from chat and like tells you what the weather is in France, and will tell you a joke, and will read a Wikipedia article to you about horses? Please say no. I mean, say yes if there is one, but I'd prefer it if you said no. Interesting. They all suck. Well, hey, the thing I definitely didn't say the thing I was gonna make wasn't gonna suck. I mean, whatever I do in a week is probably gonna suck. What I'm kind of imagining is like almost like a penny scale or something, like you know, these old weird scales you'd like put a penny in and it would tell you your future or something and tell you how much you weighed. So the idea is like the Burr bot. Wow, the channel Automod tried to moderate the word P. It could read your fortune. I wonder if there's an astrology API. Or maybe just sometimes it would decide to... an astrology as a service company. That sounds like a thing you gotta pay money for. Yeah, I definitely do not want to... Ooh, smart. Make me with my hair and beard, I currently look a little like Jesus. So if we just found like a Turbo Squid 3D Jesus, we're probably like 90% there, right? Or like a Google Poly Jesus. I'm predicting this is going to look exactly like me. No. My prediction was wrong. Yeah, actually, this one does look a lot like me. Quite a lot like me. Striking resemblance. There really no like good Jesus 3D models on Google Poly? What a disappointment. What about Turbo Squid? Ooh, look at that one. Look at that one. It looks exactly like me. I need a like slightly lower quality one. Ooh, these are expensive. I want the cheap. What's the cheapest Jesus? I'm gonna. We got any free Jesuses? That one's free. That looks. I mean, looks exactly like me, right? Ooh, this looks like the one a bit. Is it the one from La Sagrada Familia in Bartha? Bartha? That one's pretty good. $74. It would be tasteless to be on the cross, I think. I'm gonna just say that. Yeah, you're right. There's only a week. I don't have time to be picky. You're right, but I would like maybe a nice optimized low poly Jesus. If I was gonna do a browser one, I don't really need to be. We don't really need a 3D model. This one's very straight hair on. Actually, this one looks quite a bit like me. Can I get a close up? This one comes with different outfits. The facial expression's a little terrifying somehow. My hair's not quite the right length here. Burbus? BR back? Actually, that's very appropriate. I mean, you know, when you think of the crucifixion and resurrection, sure. Like 3 days, Jesus checked out, and then BRB, and then he BRB'd. As it was written. Actually, what we really probably need is like 3D Obi-Wan from the prequels, because that's actually the canonical look of Jesus. Yeah, if we could find a 3D model of this. Oh, wait. Right? We just need Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars. Perfect. Perfect. Good eyebrows. I think this will do. Okay, so the question is, could we quickly port this nonsense? So we just have like some pixie nonsense in here. But that's all fine, because actually what's going on, the real logic is really just this. That token is supposed to be a secret, by the way. Don't look at that. Censor it. Oh, what happened to the... Oh, shoot. Nah, that's annoying to set up. I built a sensor, or I built a sensor for heat, but I've got to do the video capture in a different way because I can't capture video in the OBS browser and do it. I should figure out how to do that inside OBS. Okay, so one thing we could do. How do I want to do it? How do I want to do this? Having everything client side is not ideal, really. I mean, it is ideal for many ways because then I don't have to deal with anything and I don't have any servers, I don't have to do any hosting or anything. But when it's client side, it definitely makes authorizing some of these services not great. And so I want to be careful about that. So from that perspective, I kind of would want to run a backend, even just as like a proxy. That's sort of an annoying problem. I'm thinking specifically, this is not that big of a deal. Like this token I can generate on the fly, so that's not a problem. Generating the token for the Google API stuff is a little bit more of a problem. And I don't actually, I mean, people must do it. There must be a way to secure that so people don't just use your token and then run up a million. Maybe you can whitelist it in some ways. I bet that's what you do. I bet you whitelist it, right? That's probably what you do for the Google key. Okay, so that's how that works. So we would really just have to write so we have that the bot logic currently is a brain is a local thing. Kyle, on the people who do run the virtual strings with AIs, like what's it like? Like they just have a robot that talks to the chat and like runs the show, or what actually happens? I guess we could try to. Oh, that sounds great. Like a VTuber, like a sort of like a VTuber, but it's run by AI. I think I'm actually gonna just steal Say. Yeah. Say is the easy one. Witty things. I'm trying to think of what I would really want. I mean, yeah, eye rolling. I'm not sure that I would do much better than eye rolling in a week, frankly. By the way, did you see? I think the YouTube thing is fixed. I'm not sure if you got it, but I think it's fixed. It was not a problem on our end. It seems like a hosting problem with the library. I may have missed it if you saw it. Maybe I missed you miss it. Maybe you missed me miss it. You need it. What is your new feature that you want? You're welcome. Oh, just don't even show the video? But still let you clear it? You know what? Since I don't know what I'm doing right here, I'll add that really fast as a gift to you for subscribing with Prime. Okay. Video police. Because I think it would be really easy. I think all we need to do is just do the exact same thing, but don't just don't show it. So what do we actually do here? Who wrote this? It's horrible. Okay, it's still a YouTube video. Everything's exactly the same. You just literally don't show it, right? That's the only difference. Okay, so we would just like make a play video and then show something like that. So it would default to, maybe that's weird. Let's do visible equals true. Okay, so then we would take this whole, either way we clear it, but here's the whole thing. Now that I'm doing it, actually YouTube Clear or Radio Clear would work and do the exact same thing, but I'll just ignore that for the moment. It would basically just be this, and then say false, I think. No, it actually wasn't. It was the TMI library, the CDN that they tell you to use was just broken. So it looked like a certificate issue. Looks like they're hosting it on Heroku, and it just, where was the actual thing that told us to use that CDN? This. So this is the URL it said to use, but when we tried to load that URL, there was a certificate issue, which could be a Heroku issue, maybe. It's not expired, so I don't know. Seems like a certificate problem. So I don't think I think we're okay because I just made a local copy of it. Okay, here's the big test. We try Buck Bunny with and without visuals. Extremely important testing. In the time that I've been scrolling back looking for Buck Bunny, I could have just looked up Buck Bunny again. Where'd it go? Oh, okay, there it is. Is the present a good idea for channel points? Okay, so this is YouTube. What did I do wrong? Great. Very good. It's line 67. Yeah, that's wrong. Don't do that. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. What? Oh yeah, I forgot. Scott made this. Scott made this. Scott made this. Invalid token, line 67. Did I not just fix that? Nope. We're off to a great start. How did I? Okay. Video colon. Somehow I keep in glitch. It's not hitting the insert key. I'm hitting some shortcut that is putting it into insert mode, it seems. Okay, we have joined. We are... Okay, so that is with the YouTube command. And then we will YT clear. And this is with the radio command. Perfect. I nailed it. Radio clear. I realize I didn't actually do anything. That's very good. What I have done is very good. We need to style.display equals visible initial. I think it's just, I don't know if it's a block or not. I think just initial, otherwise none. Okay, maybe that. Okay, very good. I know I've done very well today. Radio. I think it worked. Yes. There's no indicator though, but you have like no feedback that it actually worked. I mean, other than the audio, of course. Okay, radio clear. Oh no, you and your feature requests. I'm ready. You're very fortunate that I'm so fed up with channel points. When video pushed, you get like when it's done playing, like it clears, like when the video is done, it auto clears, like it just plays through the whole thing. Yeah, that was in that embed example, right? Oh, but that we needed to know. That would mean using that let me think for a second. We saw that. There's some part of the iframe API. Problem is, I don't know if you can just get that. So in other words, like this, for example, just stops after player state change. So presumably we could look and see like when the player state change reached whatever, some player state change. Like, I bet if we look at events, pardon me, ended. So there is a player state change for ended. Sorry, should stop clearing my throat into the microphone. So, add event listeners. So the thing that's a little annoying, I mean, it's just different than the thing we did. So it is not that the thing we did is amazingly well tested, but this is slightly less tested, I guess. Load video by ID. What is a load video by URL? Because that would actually be way better for us. Queue video. Load video by URL. Well, how about that? Okay, let's just try this. Let's just try it. That means Moy, I really don't like the way they do this. Okay, we're gonna try this. Experimental. We're gonna try. Like there's a reason we didn't do this, but now I don't remember what that reason was. So I think this is just dumb. I don't like it. But anyway. So that's to get that. That's to connect. That's all the chat stuff. So this sticks in a tag, and then we can create a new player. I guess this just gets called no matter what. This is just a magical. Feels like we're missing an indent there. We are missing this. $98. S. Where did that come from? On player ready. Okay, that's fine. So that's just these two events. So this is probably going to play that goofball video from before. Yes. And it appears to be the right size. So now we have access to this API. So what if we did none of this? Like passed no arguments. YouTube player? Whatever. Okay, we got it, and then we get it. So now we have said, hey, we got it. So now let's try this. This might actually make our life easier. If we just did player dot load video by URL, load video by URL. So any kind of, and you can say the starting time. But actually that could be in the URL. So I think if it's in the URL, then we're fine. So let's try load video by URL. So once the players, no, we'll do it here. So let's try, well, I think it might work in the URL if we do it this way. Can you give me a URL that has a time in it? You have one handy that is not going to get me in trouble? What have I done wrong? I forever forget the channel. Okay, we're just going to do this and say if channel isn't set, then it's going to be me. Because I'm just going to forget it constantly otherwise. Okay, a minute and 30 seconds into my buddy Buck Bunny. We switched to Buck Bumble instead. Error occurred. Please try again later. But that worked. So what happened? Is it like a URL encode problem? Okay, I'm gonna try it without the time. Maybe I was wrong and the time doesn't work. I forgot to put YT. For this? No. An error occurred. I said load video by URL. A fully qualified. Oh, it's got to be in this format. So that seems worse. So I had hoped that it would just be like would parse any YouTube URL. But that actually seems worse than the thing we wrote. That's stupid. Especially because it's not like one barrel. It's one Barrett, one barrel. You can't. That was just a test. You can't play an ad right now. Oh, I'll play one if you really want to. So this is regex. Get video thumbnail. YouTube. Huh. That's lame. Because can we not parse at the time? Not a fan.
Don't cry. Talk to me.
Gross. Hashtag T, not ampersand T. I mean, we could do the thing where we parse it anyway, and then we build our own URL. That's dumb. So presumably we could write it to match a time also. But I don't want to go deep into regex land. Because you know what they say about regex. This one doesn't even show the time. Why URL? Why YouTube? Why are you like this? That's it. That's the one. That's what they say. I don't know that that's true. Sometimes regex is exactly the way to do something. But I personally find that if I'm not doing it frequently, I kind of have to relearn. And I don't know about that. Look at all these URL formats. Like, obviously YouTube can figure it out. Like, YouTube can figure it out. So why isn't there just some way to do this? This is embarrassing. It's outrageous. Especially that YouTube's own this dumb API doesn't do it. Has to be a media content URL. Dumb. Okay, let's go back to the parser we had, I guess, which is annoying. And do okay, so time is gonna have to go back on the wait list because I don't want to be the one to write that. So we what was the other one? It was like load video by ID. Yeah. Id. Are you happy? But did that not autoplay? Oh, come on. Okay, let's try this. Hey, how about that? Okay, so that seems to work. Clear is not gonna be our friend. Because instead we're gonna want to stop it. This is definitely gonna be a little more annoying. I'm just gonna imagine there's a stop. I don't know that, but pause. Oops. Really? All my guesses were wrong. Every single one of my guesses was wrong. Playback controls. Oh, play video. Stop. Okay, stop video. Guess we could just call pause video and that would be fine. So, and then, so we'd really want to know the player and the player div. Because we will want player to start with a display of none. And then when we show you player div dot style dot display. Okay, we already started that, didn't we? Didn't I just write that somewhere? This. Is either initial or none, and then up here, whenever we stop it, we want player div dot style dot display equals none. So we'll always switch to none when we're done playing. And so this should work in both cases. It's not going to work with the time, unfortunately, but Okay, now the whole thing we were trying to do was figure out when it was done playing. So we want to find an event. There's an on ready, on state change, quality change, etc., etc., etc. So I think we want on ready state change. So we probably just actually want to. I think we already had that in the example. Yeah. So that was all in here. Awesome. We'll try the auto clear. So we'll have an on player ready and an on player state change. What are they doing in those? So this just said play when it's ready, which I think we already were auto playing, but we'll just add it for kicks. And then we just want to say when so clear should call. Now I'm lost. Clear shouldn't do this. Clear should call stop YouTube video. This code's already a mess. And same thing here. Stop YouTube video. And then now we want to say if the ready state equals, what was it? Ended? Ended. We just call stop video. Nope. Okay. And actually, let's just move our badge check out here, so we don't need to duplicate it. And I think I'm going to cut all the raw video stuff because now it just seems like we're going to use this YouTube API. Hope I don't regret that. Maybe? All right. Bonk. Can't highlight this for some exciting reason. Okay. YT. Bonk. I mean, I heard the bonk. I did not see the bonk because we didn't actually. The parent div, player div.style display visible should be, if it's true, should be equal to none. Play YouTube video. That's weird. Should have been true. Player display none. What? Well, great. Why can't I see it? Let's turn on, let's not hide this for a second. That's not how you do that. It also didn't hide itself. So we did a pretty good job. div ID equals player. Document get element by ID. Pretty impressed with the work we've done, because nothing worked. Okay. Is that just not right? That is the player div. Oh, maybe it doesn't actually get put inside the player div. Maybe it gets replaced or something. Interesting. It like fully replaces it. So we will want like a player or a container. Now can we bonk? And it got hidden after the bonk. And if we default to display none, do we show and then hide? We broken? What have we done? Maybe we just weren't connected to chat yet. Show, hide. One more time. Show, hide. Let's try with radio. Let's try it with, I don't know, do you think we'll get in trouble for Buck Bumble? I don't want to do Buck Bumble instead. We're gonna get DMCA'd for Buck Bumble, I'm sure of it. The Buck Bumble title screen. Let's just listen to like 1 second of it.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble.
Okay, that's all. This is just a taste. Just a taste of Buck Bumble. So let's try Buck Bumble and we'll try to clear it really fast.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck.
Oof, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay, and now let's try to radio Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble.
I almost couldn't bring myself to clear it because it's so good. So the last thing to test is like, what if you call one thing and then call another thing while the other person's still playing? So if we play Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck
Bumble. Okay. So that mostly works. It's just the stupid time parsing. The URLs, that URL situation is ridiculous. And it's even more ridiculous that URL, like, that YouTube doesn't acknowledge this for you. Is this guy the master? Does this actually work? 3 years ago? I bet they've added 10 new URLs. Get short URL, get canonical URL. Does it get the time? Get start at second? I don't know. Should we try this? Is this what we've all been waiting for? Can we use it in a browser? What's that? It's a tragedy. There is some way. Oh, I have the video police is turned off right now, but let me turn it back on. So you should be able to see it in real time. Kind of want to put a little indicator or something to make it where you know the video place is working. Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity
Yeah.
bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with.
It's got double Buck Bumbled. Incredible. My heart can't stand that. Like, this is double Buck Bumble is a lot. So now what? I want to try I'm looking at this. If this works, one, if we could get this library to work in a browser, and if it actually does the job, then we could get timestamps. So I'm just going to quickly look to see. Otherwise, I just don't want to dive. Like, I don't want to get into the rabbit hole of trying to parse every possible YouTube URL because there seems to be dozens. There is like a raw GitHub CDN, GitHub raw. I wonder if this is actually, can I do this? It would actually only be though, this is all TypeScript. Parser. Well, then I have to write a parser for, you know, like I don't, it feels like it could be a bit of a dive to just get into just even writing a, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. If I could find a general purpose tool, I would do the general purpose tool. And this seems kind of like it does the job. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to search all of GitHub. Anybody else got a good one? Ooh, look at this one. Fancy. What does that big X mean? All checks have failed. Building failed. Releases. JS video URL parser. Is this on a CDN? So, wow, look at all these URLs. Incredible. Nobody? Why? I like this song. This song's okay by me. Are you for real? There's not really just a, the build's failing. That's disappointing. Like, can I just get... This seems like what I want. Dist? Is this it? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the answer to all of our prayers. Or maybe it's not. Maybe everything's gonna be broken. I guess I shouldn't format a thing that's supposed to be minified. But that seems like there is an error. That doesn't seem good. But that was November 15th. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. I like this song. I know I just said that 10 seconds ago, but I just really want to stress that most of these songs are just pretty fine at best. You know, just pretty generic, not memorable. This one, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe, I know, this could be it. This could be the library we've been waiting for. This to me is like the key of libraries, where there's something incredibly stupid that shouldn't be stupid, and I don't want to spend a lot of time writing it. So how do I get this? Like, if I was just in... I don't actually know how to use this. Like, does it just create some global for me? Ted. Who's Ted? TikTok. Oh, those are all, I see. Those are all the parsers, I guess. Lots of parsers. Get colon time. Weird. Weird. How about don't ever say that? Okay, so global.url parser. So I think all we do is just call URL parser. Let's try it. Wait, what does that return? An object with all of the valuable information. Okay, so this could be it. You're killing me with these features. Okay, we'll get this to work. Maybe another day we will add some parameters. Okay.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumble.
Okay.
What
Wait.
about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumble. Bump to the back.
Okay. We're definitely getting in trouble. Okay. What? Source vendor JS URL video parser men. Because that said, in fact, let's just start with this while we're figuring things out. URL parser is not a function. It's not. We need a dot parse. Look at all that data. Okay, you had one with the start time. Every time we add a new feature that isn't tested, the more likely it is this thing will break. But didn't you have one at the start time somewhere? Was it just Buck? There it is. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Okay. So parser dot parse parse the URL, and then I actually already forgot what the data was that I needed. So what? Oops. Okay, so we have ID, and we do have params start. So I think, oh, we've got double buck. Okay. Something like that. And then, okay, what was the ID? Shoot. It'd be data.params.start. And then params.id. And then we don't need any of this stuff. If our parser is parsing happily. Let me reload this guy. We did it again. Params is not defined. Oh, no, it's data.id. Okay, that looks like it worked, and it looks like it jumped to the time. So what if we don't have the time? Does it still work? No. Ugh, this is a little annoying. I don't know a way to do that. I wonder if there's a shorthand for that. Like, if you want to check if something is like 2 levels of null. And then if there are data params, or 0 or 0. Oh, really weird. I don't know if that's the best way to do that. Or if there's like a good way to do. Yeah. I don't want a function. Ooh. Null-ish coalescing operator? Probably can't reliably use that. Okay. So let's refresh the video, please. Okay. I think it works. Maybe. All right, I'm going to turn off the badge check. Kyle, and then you can give it, you can take it per spin, and let's see if it works. There's probably still a bug, but I will momentarily, no badges, and let me refresh this. Okay. It seems like it worked. Did it work? Double buck bumbles, and you cleared it. Good. I think I hear it. I think I heard somebody just eat something. Oh yeah, you gotta try your bonk and make sure it clears. I think that works. Double bonk. Oh, you're killing me. Okay, with the... I'm gonna be done streaming. Okay, let me think about this for 1 second. So if you had two options, if it was like full and not, what would be the two options? Because I think that's actually going to be a separate command, like YT full or YT what? YT small, YT big, YT small. What are the two options? Okay, so we could just add in here. If we give it some big args. You mean white? Oh, I was going to say it's an argument. It's going to be a separate command. So just like clear is a separate command, you would be able to call it, but then you could say if you want it big or small. Does that make sense? So it's just like YT clear. So you could say YT clear. I'm sorry, you could say YT and play a video. And if you wanted to make it big, you'd say YT big. So you could zoom in and zoom out is how I was imagining it. So it's just arguments instead of adding more commands. So let me try that real fast, because that would probably be the easiest way, because then I can just add a class or remove a class. You would have to... Well, no, what I'm saying is if you want to play video, you still say YT video. That's just to play a video. And then, but you're right. You could say YT big first. Sure. Yeah. Yes, if that's what you're asking. So we could say big would be top. Yeah, YT big. So you could call big and then play. Or vice versa. So top, left, right, bottom. I think the easiest way to do this is just add a class and remove a class. No, YT space big. Just like YT space clear. Because it's an argument to the YT command, basically. So I can just do a dot class name. No, no, I'll show you. It's its own command, just like clear is its own command. I'm probably explaining it in a way that makes it confusing, but let's just play. No, so this is player div dot class name equals big. We'll see. This might be the quickest, easiest way to do this. Well, I was thinking more like you could zoom in and out on the fly if you wanted to, separately from playing the video. So you could do like, this is what I was imagining anyway. Well, that was a really short one. Wait, where's my buddy Buck? Wait, that's the wrong one. Where's Buck? There's Buck. So like if you have this, but then you want it to YT big, well, it didn't work. Okay, wait. If args equals big, why didn't that work? Oh, I forgot to return it. Oops. Really wish you could hit the up arrow on. Still think this isn't quite right. Actually, it did. It's just that the stupid iframe is. Oh man. So should we just say that iframes are always... I don't know if this will work. I can't wait to see what happens this week on Buck Bumble. Why are you already... Why is this already big? Oh, it's not. Okay. YT big. I'm doing a very good job. Once again, very good job. Why? We gave this class big. Why is big being overridden by the class? Let's do this instead. So we'll just have a small to start with, and then always like this, and then we'll just, oops. I don't think I've ever actually fully watched Buck Bunny. I don't know what happens. We'll just make small the default class. So that's the normal size. YT big. Full screen. YT small. YT big. YT small. And if you YT big, it should maintain that. So YT clear, and then do another YT to play the video. It should. Let me. It should remember. Yeah. So let me refresh this guy, and we'll test it here. Get out of here. That's the default. YT big. Wow, now we can watch all of Buck Bumble together. Hi, it's me. Welcome to my Buck Bundle, my weekly Buck Bumble viewing party. I don't really like Buck Bumble. I don't really like the way he looks. But you can still YT small and YT clear. I think it works. I think it works. Give it a go. Give it a shot. Take it for a spin. It should play big if you play. Yep. The state stays. So if you always want it big, you really only have to call big once. You don't have to do it every time. I'm glad you like it. So that's time and full screen. That's every feature. Ship it. Ship it. Now we've been streaming for, well, only an hour 45. I thought we would have been more by now. Okay, here's the AI channel. Shh. The world record-breaking chatbot from Pandora Bots is now available to chat with in the stream. Subscribers only feature, but non-subscribers can use their channel points to send message to her. That code is all live. Yes, it should be. Oh, so you just talked to this robot? What's she up to? She's having a good time. Mary Kish is playing Yakuza 0. Interesting. I didn't get deep into you. I really liked Yakuza 7. I didn't go very far in Yakuza 0. Day 9 is playing There Is No Game. Let's just watch YouTube.
I just want to go back.
Nobody's talking to this robot. I don't have any channel points. I can't talk to her. I'm not allowed. It's followers only. I don't want to follow. I'm going to follow this robot. Wait. Oh, is she talking now? Wait. What did you say? I missed it. Wait, that was you. I missed it. I blew it. I messed up. Oh, an ice hockey league.
The Stockton Heat are a professional ice hockey team in the American Hockey League, AHL, which began play in the 2015-16 season. The team is based in Stockton, California, and is affiliated with the National Hockey League, NHL, Calgary Flames.
Oh, good to know. That's kind of how I feel about Heat too, honestly. Okay. Well, that seems. I mean, that's basically what my bot does right now, except my bot doesn't care what you want to listen to. My bot just wants to read Wikipedia by itself all day. Okay, so if we had a co-host, and the co-host could do things like, I don't know, it's just a toy. Do I care? Do I care very much? What would be interesting is if the I kind of want the bot to be like a producer, like a, would like monitor things and be like, hey, somebody in chat has a question, you should look at chat, or be like, nobody's watching you right now, why are you doing this? You're wasting your life streaming for no one. Or you could play Pong on the screen. Or it could just remind you to do things occasionally. I don't know. That starts to just sound like it's just a chat bot that just happens to have like a little robot head, which I guess is fine. I don't know, man. I mean, my main conclusion I've come to thus far is that I don't like channel points very much. I don't care about them very much. Maybe I should make an AI that just makes songs that sound like that one song that I like over and over again for all of eternity. Should we gamble? What do you want to gamble on? Like bet on something in a game? Yeah. But I would never use that. I need it for like unless it's like, bet how long it will be until I descend into madness. And I'm sure people are doing tons of things like that, right? Like I'm sure that is going to be a very popular kind of thing that people are doing. I forgot the subtitles thing once. I was thinking it was some minigame thing. Maybe that was the other runner-up. Maybe I should just make a bot that just parses YouTube URLs all day. Very exciting. Maybe we should make a, what's that thing called? It's got that thing. Oh, I haven't tried this. Magenta Studio. For Ableton. That's interesting. Twitch was gonna hire me. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about this. I'm so mad about it. Twitch was supposed to hire me to build like this collaborative music thing for music streamers to leave, and then totally did in business terms we call it they did something not cool, and just kind of borderline ghosted. I don't even know the word for exactly what they did. It was not cool, but I was going to build some interactive music stuff, and one of the things that I thought would be cool is using chat or Heat or whatever to like build tracks that then the musician would accompany, which would not be too difficult with Magenta. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to go up too much. It was not malicious. I don't think it was malicious. I think it was careless. But I had literally been taking calls with them for, I mean, we talked about it for like a year and a half or something like that, and was on phone calls with them and weekly, for a period, weekly or bi-weekly meetings. And at the very end, it was like, hey, the contract's in the mail. It's going to happen. And then it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It wasn't cool. Just do Twinkle Twinkle. It's probably really loud, sorry. Let me just, it's still so loud. Great, okay. Twinkle Twinkle. Great, let's get some drums. Great. Very good. Okay, now here we are. This fancy neural network is going to just improvise forever on Twinkle Twinkle. It didn't work. Oh, there it goes. Is that it? That's your, that was great. Cool. Not great. I mean, yeah, kind of. Oh, it has to involve channel points, but it also has to be interesting to me, and I have to think it'll win, and I have to want to do it. And I don't know. And I've built three libraries at this point for doing it all server side, doing it locally in an application, and doing it all in a browser. We interpolating between Twinkle Twinkle and Little Teapot, apparently. Not great. The rules are, there's two categories. One is for game integration and one is for just like broadcaster tools. And I was definitely leaning more towards the broadcaster tools of just making something that I would be interested in, but so far, just not feeling it. I kind of want to just do something else. I kind of want to make, I don't know, something different, a different thing. Kind of just want to listen to this sick beat. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this pitch. Does it involve playing YouTube videos? Does it involve Buck Bumble, or Buck Bunny, or Buck Rogers, or Buckaroo Banzai. Collab, I'm ready. Was there a YouTube thing? Oh, for like multiple streamers? That sounds like a useful tool. I don't want to make anything useful. I only want to make useless things like this robot that just wants to read Wikipedia all day. I don't even want to make that, really. Maybe will only make web pages that play YouTube videos. And just work on that all the time. Thanks for the break. I'm just torn. Like I part of me wants to do the channel point thing. I'm sure there's cool stuff to do. Of course, there's no question. There will be cool stuff. People will do cool things. I'm actually like a little surprised that I just haven't come up with anything that I'm interested in, or that doesn't seem to exist in some other context. Because again, I guess that's because so many things you can do with channel points you could already kind of do with bots, and so a lot of the things that are semi-obvious to me already seems to exist. Like there already seems to be either you can literally already do it channel points, or there's just something similar. I think you should make collab. Didn't Twitch break their embedded player? Didn't they like Twitch embeds break because of their advertising? I want to say earlier this year, maybe they fixed it. But I thought Twitch embeds broke for a while. I could be totally wrong about that. I just remember that Giant Bomb, some of their live videos, they were having issues with Twitch because the embedded player wasn't working for some reason. Maybe it's been fixed. And I don't know if it was like cracking down because people were using the player embeds to get around advertising. I don't know exactly what the deal was. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next idea. How many Twitch players you can embed before it got really broken? Yeah, I mean, the thing you just said is a little bit where my mind was going, of just like, if there's some way to, I feel like that's a system that would get exploited, but maybe that's fine. But yeah, I was just looking at that to see if there was some way, because what I think would be interesting is, since we just built the goofy YouTube embedder, if there was a way to like embed us, like you could use your channel points and vote and embed a stream on the big host videos. So you could have like a grid of the streams or whatever. And then you could, people could vote essentially with their channel points. The problem is like distributing points. There's no, like, points is the economy is gone once they're spent, right? Like they don't go anywhere. Like once you spend them, there's not an exchange of points, right? Like it's, once you spend them, they're redeemed. It's like a coupon. It doesn't mean like somebody else gets the points. But I could imagine something that's like, hey, vote or nominate somebody on a big stream, like a big streamer at the end or beginning of a stream or whatever could let you vote for people or nominate people. And in fact, the nominations could turn, I don't know exactly how you'd want to do that though. Like, for example, you could make a nominate cost a fair amount. Like, the issue is that your points don't translate. Like your points are per channel. So even if you went to somebody big, you'd also have to have a bunch of points to spend there. Like your points from the small channel you want to promote wouldn't transfer, which maybe is fine. But you could imagine something where like it costs a lot to nominate, and then when you nominate, it makes a new channel point entry. And then people, so it'd be like a two-stage process where it's expensive to nominate. Say it's like, well, I don't even know, 5,000 points or whatever. And then people could nominate. And then once you nominate, the system turns those nominations into new channel point entries. And then you can spend your channel points directly on one of the nominated. As an example, I do like the idea of dynamic channel point rewards, where like viewers do a thing, and then that determines what the ensuing options are. Okay, I'm ready. You've got all these ideas. Why don't you just make them? I'll nominate your stream. I'm ready. I'm ready to hear it. Untapped market. Twitch dating between streamers, or like a viewer is matchmaking people in the crowd, matchmaking viewers. Tom Sharpling on The Best Show, on his radio show The Best Show, did that for a while, where he was like setting up dates between listeners. Have you been on Twitch? Are you sure? Are you sure you want Twitch to be your dating pool? I was thinking about stuff like a game show. It's such an obvious use for channel points, but the problem is it's not very portable. Like if you build a good game show, you don't want to release that. You want to use it. You want to use it. You want to be the game show. Twitch is like its own little city, but with pretty skewed demographics, I would say, personally. Who pays the money? Where does the money come from? Bits? I actually really like it, because one thing I think some changes when Twitch switched from having Twitch Creative and they split it up to like art and music and science and tech and all of those, it in my opinion seemed to break discoverability. Because when I used to stream, when I first started streaming a few years ago, I've definitely taken some long breaks, but I feel like when I was on Twitch Creative, I got way more just organic people dropping by than I do now. You think I should just switch to just chatting? I mean, normally I am actually working instead of just chatting. It's just because I don't actually want to work on this. You think I should just chat it up? Should I switch right now? I kind of don't want to stream anymore today, though. I think I'm going to be done today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to switch to just chatting with this robot. Never stream in Science and Tech again? Wow. Do you want to be my Twitch manager? I mean, I'm kind of with you. I feel like Science and Tech has not been good to me. Science and Tech has not treated me well. But here's the one thing about Science and Tech that, well, this used to be true, and now I feel like it's not. I feel like in Science and Tech, because it's such a small, I feel like because Science and Tech is such a small corner, I used to get rated relatively often, but I guess that was still in the Twitch creative days after the split. So maybe Science and Tech has ruined my life. Science and Tech is a dead category. Wow. Strong words. Will they find me? But doesn't Just Chatting have 7 trillion people? Okay. Will anyone ever find me in Just Chatting? I just have to put something insane on my screen at all times so that people will find me. They'll just see my thumbnail and be like, good Lord. Should I be in art or should I be in Just Chatting? You think I should be in Just Chatting? Whoa. Why does Just Chatting look like OnlyFans? I thought you had to wear clothes on Twitch. Am I mistaken? Is that my problem here? Or maybe my idea of what qualifies as clothes is different. So you're saying I shouldn't wear any clothes? Bold. It's bold. I mean, I've got heat. I should probably make some more stuff with heat one of these days. Good heavens. Okay. The problem is, oh boy, that's a lot of people. There's a Big Bang Theory on in Portuguese. Got 583 viewers. There's some yoga and chill. Okay, there's 2.5 Men in Spanish. Twitch is weird. How often do I watch Twitch? Honestly, to tell you the truth, almost never. I follow there's like 5 people that I watch, and I think they're all in Science and Tech or in very specific game categories. I don't ever just browse Twitch. I watch a handful of streamers. I know you can tell it's embarrassing. How many languages can I? Okay, here's another Big Bang Theory in Portuguese. I'm for some reason embarrassed to show this on my screen. That's a little embarrassing. Should I watch Twitch? I don't think I should. Looks bad. I mean, that guy looks cool. Oh, shucks, thanks. So, well, okay, this person has a low-cut top and has guns. So, that's gotta go somewhere. There's just Baby Yoda in a chair, streaming. And you know what? You're right. These insane channels that are I don't even know what's going on, but they have viewers. It's true. It is true. Hey Arnold in Russian, 85 viewers. I mean, that's partnership right there. That's Twitch partner. Okay, listen. Here's the plan. You're a good manager. You're probably the best. You're one of the best in the business, I will say. And I am gonna. Should I have dancers? I mean, we just have dancing robots. We made that robot twerk. Wait. My robot knows how to twerk already, right?
Hello, friends.
Didn't we make it where the robot twerks? Yeah, this is no problem. I mean, I think we're already good. So I just show this, right? A little bit of this. You think this is it? We just have twerking robots. A VR strip club? Oh yeah, you can throw some bits. You can throw some. I wonder if Mix does Mixmo have an API? Probably not. That would be too convenient. I'm gonna guess no. Because if there was a Mixmo API, I could like get new movements on the fly, which would be pretty cool. Mixmo animation downloader. Script which downs all Mixmo animations for a single character that you choose. Should it just be raining money while this robot dances? I don't know. I feel like I'm getting into the seedy underbelly of things. Mixamo 2 API. I don't know, there was an API. I don't think there is. Oh, yeah, perfect. That's not... Yes. Great. That's just what I want to be known for. Spent a few decades making things, but then decided, like, I could just be a scumbag and be famous. It's way easier. I mean, clearly all I need to do is just put a picture, like, attach a picture to the face, right? This could be Nancy Reagan. I mean, what? We could have Nancy Reagan twerking right now. Easy. Is that what the people want? That's not going to work. A JFIF. I don't know if Unity knows how to do that. Let's see. I think you're actually right about that. I that seems to be 100% true, is to skirt the line of pornography. Yeah, troubling, one might say, but here we are. I mean, I guess it's fine. I'm not here to judge anybody, but it's not really what I want to make. Okay. What I do want to make though is this for sure. Wow, sizable. Let's try this on for size. Great. This is basically deepfake quality, I would say. This is roughly deepfake quality.
Hello friends.
How's that? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, it needs a female voice. Yes, you're right. Of course, it needs a female voice. Oh, I forgot to turn on the brain. Yeah, that's a thing we could do. We could set all the voices. I just don't know if I care. Maybe this is all I care about, is this right here. This might be it. This might be as good as it gets. This might be the best thing I ever make. It is mesmerizing. Oh, interesting. Like cross. Interesting. Like a cross channel thing that just looks at how many points are wasted across whatever channels it's used on. You'd have to opt into it. So you'd have to get everybody to use it though. You'd have to get people. I mean, don't you kind of already have that in terms of like the number of subscribers and followers and stuff? Don't you already kind of have a popularity metric? Channel points are a weird one. They're such a weird thing. It's such a weird, it almost sounds like company script or something, like from working for a coal mining company. That's true. You're just full of $1 million ideas today. But I think I'm gonna stop streaming today. Well, it wouldn't even have to be an extension. With channel points, you don't even have to install an extension. You just have to click a link that authorizes it, basically, and then it would kind of just work, because you could look at all fulfilled channel points. You could look at it all at once, really. And it could tabulate them. You are too kind. I don't think this was a great stream. I think I was. I spent the whole time being indecisive. However, I did add new features to your YouTube thing, so I can see how from your perspective. Yeah. See, so for you, it was a great stream. But that's all that counts. You're the whole audience right now, it seems. Everybody else left or went to bed. Okay, that's enough, Nancy. Can't really see. It's too much. It's a little too hot. Okay. Yeah, I can't. I guess here's where I am right now. It's either just make something ridiculous with the channel points just to get it done and get it out of the way, and just don't even care if it's seems like a winner. Like, just make a silly thing. Or that may be the only option, because I have yet to come up with an idea that I actually think is a winner. I don't know, man. We'll think about it tomorrow. We'll stream tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Thanks for hanging out. Life is yours. Thanks for stopping by. Alt CV head, everybody else who dropped by, I appreciate it. Have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever, and we'll talk very soon. Say goodbye, Nancy. She can't talk. Nancy, goodbye.